Fascinating. Fascinating.
He's in danger. We have to.
Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a moment? Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a battlefield? Surely you know the story of the three siblings. Oh, what fun. Yes, let's. So, since you're hearing this for the first time, let me tell you about the three siblings involved. There's the paranoid Count up in High Bet Haven to the west, the soft and coddled Duke living in Fogwash Garden to the north, and the duty-bound and tough-as-heck Baroness living out east on Wildcard Hill. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil war? Fascinating, fascinating. That's all I need. Thank you for your time.
If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her. That's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life.
The attack has begun! The king must be saved! What? Identify yourself, stranger! I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war. Oh, Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember? What? How did you know my name? What? I've never seen you before in my life. The king! Protect the king from danger!
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Wow, it's pretty cold in here and dark, too.
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here recently. A young lad, boxy clothing. Can't say I did, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does. Everyone knows about the Shadow Man, child. Especially children.
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures. All I know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadow Man's probably got him. As well they should. You should be afraid, child.
Leave me alone. I'm busy. Everything's important to someone. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadow Man probably has him by now. Oh, you really are in over your head. Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margarine Took can tell you about him. The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day. But not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrow Alley, and he can always see you, but you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrow Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see. If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Are you the Shadow Man?
I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
That may be true, but there is another truth. That if you're not afraid now, you'll soon learn to be. Haven't you heard the bedtime stories? I'm what goes bump in the night. I'm what comes for children when they roam a little too far from home. This is what I do. Or what I used to do anyway, before this silly war. He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage. You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards. Or in this case, children. Besides, you don't have what I need. Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me. That remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the triplets' war to end. I care about being feared. Before this war, I was the most terrifying thing in the world of random. Children would be afraid to whisper my name in case I came for them. And often I did. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror. And they have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that. I don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder. Silence! Don't insult me with your bloody lies. They may work on the living, but you can't deceive the Shadow Man. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again. For you, there are currently more important questions at stake. Go, even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulders, and my...
To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, Even had to end Freedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.
Before I forget. You'll never take me alive, you... It's not fair. I can't. I won't. The king, we need to go there.
That poor woman, completely mad. Have you seen Nishka? That poor woman, completely mad.
Tell me now, or I'll... Well... You, I remember you. We've spoken before, haven't we? No, I don't remember much, and I'm sorry, what did you want? Oh, with the children. The 3 children. Well, something happened. There were sounds from his chambers. Was someone with him? I was his bodyguard, and I ran to look, and he was supposed to be sleeping, but... I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Hello? Do I know you? I'm sorry. I'm afraid that these days I don't remember things as well as I used to. But there have been times where an object reminds me of things, holding an important artifact that reminds me of a person or an event. That could bring it all back. Can you find these objects for me? One for each triplet. That could bring it all back. Oh, and if you could find the murder weapon that killed the king, I could remember that too. I feel certain of it. I'm sorry, find what? What were we talking about? Oh, if only I could remember. That platform reminds me. I'm supposed to warn travelers about something. I'm supposed to say something very, very important. Oh well, it's probably fine, and we should all stop worrying about it.
I've got cars to trade. Don't you want to follow suit? Oh, hello. You've made it to 3 Town, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cars, eh? So, let's trade, shall we?
seeing the ease at which Dicey affected the world, even was surprised to find herself feeling a little bit frightened of him. How could someone so small and innocent contain so much untamed power? And now, even suddenly felt like she had the world on her shoulders. Could she solve the mystery of the king's murder?
It's the Count, ladies and gentlemen. The Count has won the role.
It's funny. Your little friend up there reminds me of something. He seems so small and quiet, but a memory somewhere is whispering to me that he... Ah, yes, I remember now. He's brimming with power, isn't he? The power to reshape the world, ready to blow, just waiting for... What were we talking about again?
Oh, it's so sad. A brilliant warrior and protector, but now hopelessly insane. You mustn't listen to what she says, stranger. It's all madness. Someone should do something.
The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's... Hi there, I'm Tea-Time Tootsie. I used to be our late King's master planner. Hey, we don't choose our names, our parents did. Oh, well, the Nanny Fortuna renamed me after my, previous master was murdered. Every day I watch the battles and come up with the most thrilling stratagems for the next day. The only thing I can't predict are the rolls of the Queen's dark dice, but everything else I know. Observation, my dear girl, which leads to knowledge. Knowledge, to coin a phrase, is power. I just invented that saying right now. Every day the dice is rolled, and every day one of the colossuses moves. Everyone noticed. But what everyone else has failed to notice is how the winning colossus brings most of the robots he commands with it. Do any of the triples use this information? Perhaps attacking from behind on the day the dice favors them? No, only I see it. By the order of Nanny Fortuna, I am not to work for either of them, although I would be interested in learning more about the triplets for observational purposes only. Tell you what, if you meet them, come back here and describe them to me. There'd be a reward in it for you.
Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Hey, kid, you want to hear a story? Oh, good. There's a saying in Freetown, bad luck comes in threes. Well, it was right. I was there in the first battle, the first time the triplets fought, right after the king died. It was savage. The triplets, they didn't hold anything back. It was as fierce and as destructive as the dice maker's own fury, and when it was over, well, that's just it, isn't it? It never ended. We're still fighting those same battles every day. And me, I'm just about out of fight. Life never goes the way you expect, does it? All at the whim of a dice roll. Everyone's looking for someone here. Me? I'm looking for my brother Henry. Lost him somewhere in the Duke's territory.
or running away from the machines. I'm sure he's alive, though. I see him in my dreams, though he doesn't see me. Stay safe out there, kid.
Deals here.
I've got
Get your
cars
deals
to
here.
trade. Don't you want to follow suit?
Deals here. Get your deals here. War is good for business. Everybody needs something in a war. That means you can jack up your prices like crazy. Oh, why? I mean, jack up the deals on your prices like crazy. Everything must go, kid.
all bets are off when you've got a new card from old Manny Dex, Esquire.